And we are live. What up, players? Welcome to episode 133 of Player Life. It is Friday, the 18th of June here in Tokyo, Japan. What is good? What is up? Hope you're well. So it is Friday morning here in Japan. And today wanted to talk about, talk a little bit about fashion, actually, because it's important. Yesterday, well, I've always known it's important, fitness, fashion, game. Those are the three things that you're gonna, they're gonna help you get a lot of action. But I know these things, but sometimes, although you know something, and you might know it very well, you kind of, if you get reminded, you have to remind yourself of it. And last night I was reminded of the importance of fashion. So I titled tonight's episode, this morning or tonight or wherever you're at, I titled it, size matters. And I mean, when I say size matters, I mean the size of clothes, because in general, the better fitting clothes suit men better. It is what it just looks better. By the way, I made the big time on YouTube. I've hit 500 subscribers. Happy days. Just took a while, but all good. Gabriel E in the house. What's up? Hope you're well. Thomas Shaju in the house. What's good? Hope you're well. Yes. So yeah, last night I was just going in to get some. I needed to get some new T-shirts, and let me just share the screen. That'll be easier to do. Share screen. So, all right. So this is what I looked like going into the store. I was wearing this kind of old T-shirt. I think it was a L size. Yeah, it was. It's when I bought it, I think it was tighter around the arms. Like when you have a shirt like this and it's like baggy on your arms, it's just it makes you look skinnier. It makes you look skinnier. It makes you look weaker. And it's not a great look. Honestly, it's not a good look. This, it's like floating around, my arms like lost in it. It's just not very attractive. However, when you'll see, this is the new T-shirt that I got. This is in Zara, by the way. I just wanted to get some new T-shirts, and this is a new one. I think it's L size or something, but it's obviously tightly fitted around the arms. Like, look at the difference. Huge difference. This just looks bad. This looks bad. It just makes my arms look skinny. I'm the same person, very same person, but look at the difference. It's just crazy. It's crazy how such a small thing can make such a big difference. And not only, like, honestly, I noticed the results visually, but even just the IOIs I was getting kind of really reminded me of how important fashion actually is. How important, like, little details, like all it is a little size difference, it's just a little bit worn out, a little bit too big maybe too. This is an Armani shirt. Maybe the size was just a little too big, uh, and it's a little, it's kind of worn out. But this brand new T-shirt, perfect, tight, hugs the arm. Even when I'm not flexing, it hugs the arm. So ideally, you want you want a T-shirt. When you're wearing a T-shirt, you want it to hug your bicep, even when you're not flexing. So obviously, I'm flexing here, but even when I'm not flexing, it's still like tight around the bicep. But yeah, it's just yeah. What really kind of reminded me was not that, not only that it, obviously when I put on the T-shirt, it's just like it looked better. And by the way, it's so funny how, like, it's a T-shirt. I don't know, it costs like $15 or something. I don't know, you could probably get one for $10. So it's not expensive, You could have the most expensive, like, you could go into Louis Vuitton and spend like $2,000 on a shirt. You could spend $2,000. And if it doesn't fit right, or if it looks bad, it's a fucking waste of money. It's like there's no use in it. It's nothing. The price tag doesn't mean shit. If it looks good and it fits well, then then it can be a bonus. If it's a luxury brand, I mean, it's extra. But honestly, you'll never beat a look of just a well-fitted plain white T-shirt and jeans and a nice pair of shoes and a good haircut. But yeah, it also reminded me of how you could be super fit. You could go to the gym. You could have like a athletic body. You could you could be even big or jacked. I'm not huge. I'm not huge at all. I have an athletic figure, but when I wear a T-shirt like this, it makes me look really skinny because as you can see, my arm's kind of floating in the middle of the sleeve, and it just makes me look weak, and I'm not weak. I'm definitely not weak. If you've seen me do doing my workouts, can bang out 10 pull-ups, 10 chin-ups, no problem. But yeah, so this same body, but you can see that I work out when I wear this shirt. And it's a good look. Honestly, it's a good look. I'm not being cocky, but I always tell guys that they should wear T-shirts that hug the arms. So just be conscious of how important your fashion is, because if you're going to the gym and you're putting in all this hard work and you're wearing these like baggy clothes or stuff that doesn't show your definition, you don't need, I'm not saying you have to wear like skin tight leggings or some shit. No, but like, nice slim pair of jeans, and a nice, the tighter the T-shirt, the better. Chicks love it. I mean, I sent this to a few chicks, on my roster just to see what they said. And I just said, obviously I know which one it looks better, but I just said to them, which one should I buy? I pretended like I was gonna although I wore this into the store, I asked them like, oh, which one looks better? And obviously I knew what they were gonna say, but I was just like wanted to see what they were gonna say, and they were like, oh my god, definitely buy this one, definitely buy one on the tight, and like sending like kiss emojis and like, oh my god, you look so hot. It's like, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I'm just saying that's like, it's just the difference it makes blew my mind. Okay, so another thing that blew my mind was I'm on my way to the store, right? There's hot chicks everywhere, and you know, I'm out here in Tokyo. I literally I didn't get one IOI. I don't look out for IOIs anyway. I don't give a shit. Like I mean, I don't wait for IOIs uh to make an approach. Like if I see a hot girl and it's a good opportunity to approach, I'm going to approach. I don't wait for IOIs. But so I'm wearing this t-shirt, like, you know, and you know, I'm on my way. I'm going about my business. I'm rolling up to Zara. But you know, I'm on the train and there's hotties everywhere, and I didn't notice. I didn't see any IOIs anyway. I didn't notice it. And then when I left the store, I threw this t-shirt on. I just threw it on, and you know, and I put the old t-shirt in the bag. So now I'm walking around Tokyo. You know, I have a nice pair of jeans on, well fitted, not too skinny, but you know, a few rips on the jeans, on the knees. Look stylish. Nice pair of Puma sneakers, and I'm walking around. I'm noticing like IOIs that I usually don't get, and it's like, then I tell myself, man, I need to start listening to my own advice more. Like obviously, I went to the store knowing I went to the store because I wanted to get a T-shirt, like that was gonna, you know, I needed a new T-shirt because I know that you need to have a T-shirt that hugs the bicep. But when I saw the IOIs I was getting from wearing this T-shirt, and obviously how much better it looked, I was like, oh my god, I'm not ever gonna let my, you know, wear T-shirts that don't, you know, look good, or they're not or they're worn out, you know, because T-shirt, like I said, it's cheap. I mean, it's like, it's Zara. I think it costs like $15, maybe in probably less. I don't know, maybe $12, I'd say. You know, so it's cheap to wear, you know, well fitted T-shirts. It's not going to break the bank, you know. But when I saw the IOIs I was getting, I was like, holy fucking shit! This T-shirt that's just like this tiny little detail has made such a huge difference. It's like, it blew my mind. And it's funny because I know this stuff. Like, this is the stuff I tell guys. I teach this stuff, you know, remind guys. But and then sometimes you have to be reminded about it yourself. This tiny little insignificant thing that doesn't seem like that big a thing. It's just a slightly tighter around the arms. And then, you know, I start getting all these IOIs from chicks walking down the street. Literally chicks like smiling at me, or like looking like, you know, doubling back. I did a little bit of game when I left the store, and I was wearing the better fitting T-shirt, and you know, it was just like walk in the park. Oh my god, it's just like, it almost annoyed me. Like, it almost annoyed me how like such a small thing makes such a big difference. It almost annoyed me. I was like, this is kind of annoying. Like, it's like, how can such a little thing make such a big difference? It's like, these chicks, they're fucking hilarious. But then at the same time, when you understand that, okay, when you as a man, right, you're walking down the street and you see this girl, you see a girl and she's wearing this like tight, little, tiny mini skirt or something, and she just has this juicy ass, like, it's like, and these long legs, and she's wearing these high heels, and you're like, oh my god, like, fuck, like, I have to approach her. Like, it's just ruined my day, because like, I can't, you know, can't believe what I just saw. Like, you're so attracted. And men, you know, if you're a leg guy, if you like legs, super, you see this girl, you know, the equivalent for women, I've realized from here, you know, understanding, the equivalent for them is seeing a guy that has, you know, nice arms, you know, and I don't have huge arms or anything, but, you know, you know, I work out at least. I mean, they're you know, you don't need to be fucking Mr. Olympia or whatever, but, you know, I work out. I work out regularly 3 times a week. So you can see it here. You can, when I wear a t-shirt like this, you can see the work I've done. When I wear a t-shirt like this, you cannot see the work. You know, I'm not fat, but you know, people maybe underestimate me if I wear a t-shirt like this. You know, they totally underestimate. They think I'm weak, think I'm skinny. Doesn't really do myself justice at all. Like there's no justice done here really. But then wear a t-shirt like this, yeah, justice done. You know, it it highlights the you know that it highlights the muscle that I have. So yeah, it was just really, it was honestly kind of red pilling. I think just I think just because of the amount of IOIs I just suddenly got, like just because of this one little tiny thing. Um, so it's honestly, it's like attention to detail matters, you know, and that's why I always tell guys, it's like shit, like you know, you know, it's about increasing the probability, and when you pay attention to little things, like you know, you looks max, so to say, you know, you increase your probability like a lot, like a lot. Um, and like I said, it could be such a small thing. Uh, Taloa in the house. What is good? First time watching Super King. Good to have you in the house, bro. Come in more often. Um, good to hear. Riley in the house. What's good? Hope you're well. Yeah. So, like I said, if you're going to the gym, you're putting in all this hard work. You want to like you know, you might as well get to benefits from it and show it off, because you could be like even bigger and you know more muscular than I am, but if you wear something that's baggy, you know, something that you know you kind of float inside of, you're gonna look small. You're gonna look, you know, you're not gonna look as muscular or strong. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. But yeah, I think I did like something like maybe 6 approaches, and I got like 4 contacts out of 6 approaches. And and all of the girls that I, you know, even the girls that rejected me were, you know, were like somewhat receptive when I approached them wearing this t-shirt. Um, and yeah, I mean the girls that actually gave me their contacts were really receptive. Uh, I might I might play a recording. Um, Usually I keep these recordings for the private group, but you know, it's just I'll just play one. Let me see, which one will I play? I got a few. I think I had 4 contacts yesterday. Oh, you speak English? You speak English? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this girl, just a bit of context. Yeah, I was walking down the street, and you know, this girl just you know, looks at me, kind of smiles. I like walk past her. I turn around. I noticed that she has like an incredible ass. So yeah, and then as I'm checking her out from behind, she turns around to look at me again. So obviously, you know, pretty heavy IOI right there. She smiled at me when I'm walking in front of her, and then when I turn around to check out her booty, and when I saw it was good, I was like, hell yeah. So then she turned around to check me out. She doubled back. So I was like, I just rolled up to her. And this is the recording. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it really well, but let's see. Oh, you speak English? You speak English? Yeah? I like the style. My name is Mac. My name is Stephanie. Stephanie, what are you doing? Huh? I I have no idea what she said. I know she wasn't Japanese, but I was like, oh, okay. Do you have line or something? So like, you know, she gave me such heavy IOIs. I just went like straight in for the line. Line is a messaging app we use here in Japan. So I just, you know, since she gave me just such heavy IOIs, I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get it as soon as possible without any bullshit small talk. Yeah, that's a strange line. So I asked her for the line, and she was like, yeah. You can't really hear it really well, but because like I asked for her line so soon, you know. But 6 years. 6 years? Pera. Yeah? Where are you from? Peru? So she said she's from Peru. Yeah, I knew she wasn't Japanese. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Close. No. Irish. That's right. No, so how? Huh? Do I look Irish? How do I look Irish? White. Yeah. So how long you been here? 20 years. I know all my time. So you grew up here? Almost. Yeah? Cool. Give me your line. So obviously she's very receptive. She's laughing. She's like joking around. You know, it's not like this very serious interaction. If you can get like girls to laugh and like, you know, just kind of relax, you know, it just makes the thing go a lot smoother. You know, when they start, obviously she gave me IOIs, so like clearly she's interested. So you know, that's why I was so direct, just asking for the contact as soon as possible. You live in Shibuya? No. I just come for the day. Huh? Piercing? You know, piercing. I live in Meguro too. Near you know Musashi Koyama? Yeah. Yes. How about you? Actually, I live close. That's close to me. Musashi Koyama. By walking. Really? What is it called? Yeah, it's really close. Yeah, it's close. Yeah. Let's have coffee sometime. What are you doing? Huh? Anything. She asked me what I was doing, and I said I didn't. You know, I never like to tell girls what I do, so I just said iriro. It means various things. I just be vague about it. The more mystery you have, like the better, I think. Like be more mysterious. Don't be willing to tell girls everything about you. Like it's better off. So nice to meet you. What's your name again? Soft hands. Nice. I like it. So nice to meet you. By the way, I was holding her hand for a lot of that interaction. As you can maybe hear at the end. Let's have coffee sometime. What are you doing? Huh? Iriro. Anything. So nice to meet you. What's your name again? Soft hands. Nice. So yeah, I complimented her hands again. I like it. So nice to meet you. I'll be in touch. Bye-bye. Yeah, so like again, interaction was like less than like, you know, what was it? You know, almost 3 minutes, maybe, you know, 2.5 minutes about. And, you know, the sex, you know, there was sexual tension was pretty high. Um, uh, you know, you know, when you obviously if you get an IOI, it makes things, you know, a lot easier. You know, you kind of it's like permission to go. So uh, I was like, you know, you're sure of what's going to go down almost when you get an IOI like that. So like it was like very yeah, I was very direct, you know, and even when I'm not, at the same time, I can be direct when I'm just going out, you know, just trying to stack numbers. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be fun. I mean, if you if you want to go on an immediate date, you know, you don't need to be so, you know, you can play it more slowly. You don't need to try and rush the situation. Um, you don't need to rush the interaction. Know your worth in house. What's good? What is up? Um, yeah. So I think there was another one too. Um, there was actually four girls in total. Uh, Another girl, very similar situation. She let me see if I have it. Let me see. Yeah. Instagram. Okay. So I think this girl couldn't really. There might be a bit of English in it. I'll try and translate. So anyway, I'll set the situation. Again, walking down the street as usual. Tons of hotties around. These two girls walking by. Well, walking towards me. One of them is kind of. She looks like half. She's kind of, I think, Blasian, as they call them. Looked half black, half Japanese, but she kind of had she looked really hot. She was wearing, you know, she had the, you know, she kind of had a fro, uh, and she was wearing this little belly top and these kind of, I think they're called bell bottoms, where they're kind of low cut, they're like tight around the ass and they flare out. And oh, she was looking really hot. Oh man, she was, you know, she was taller than usual Japanese, um, taller, you know, curvier. She had like a booty, like you know those pants girls wear. They're like flares. They're like low cut, so you can like almost see their hips. They're like tight around the ass, and then they flare out around the from the knee down. They like flare out. Like I don't know that. I think that's really sexy. And she was wearing like high heels. Oh, she looked really fucking hot. God damn. Um, damn. I'm just remember, but this one had like a lot of sexual tension. I was like, I was getting half sprung talking to this chick, to be really honest. Um, but yeah, it was. I was like, so I was walking towards her. She gives me an IOI. She smiles, looks at me. Again, I you know turned around to check out her booty, and it was fucking great. And she looks around again, and I just like I said, fuck it. I turned around. I took out my phone and hit you know the audio. Want to record the interaction, so um, let me play it. Oh, I like your style. I did like her style. It was hot. Like, yeah, it was really hot. My name is Mac. Huh? My name is Mac. Miho, nice to meet you. You have Instagram? Huh? You have Instagram? Yeah. Yeah, let's exchange Instagram. So yeah, I don't think even she couldn't really, her English wasn't good. So, but I can speak Japanese. But I just said again, I got the IOI, so I went, you know, straight in for the, yeah, I was like straight in for the Instagram. Again, I don't know if you can hear it, but you know, I was holding her hand for most of the interaction.
You live, in the roof? Yeah?
I asked her, did she live in that area, in the area we were in? And then she said she lived in a different spot.
I live Megaro. You know? Hey, Manali, what are you doing there? Hey, Manali's there, no? Oh, is that you?
I asked her, what is she doing now? She said she's drinking. And her friend was kind of walked on a little bit, and she stopped and talked. She was like stopped and talking to me while her friend was like, when I asked her, her friend waited until I asked for to get her Instagram, and her friend like gestured to her like in a smiling way to like exchange Instagram with him, like kind of approval. Her friend like approved it and was smiling, and yeah, so that's, you know, I just in pairs, like I just approached the girl that I find is hot. There's all these guys, oh, you have to talk to two of them and entertain two of them. It's like, I don't really care about that shit. Like if the other one wanted to wait and talk to me, and like, you know, I'll talk to her. You know, if she stayed around, I'd be like, oh, what are you guys up to, or what are you doing tonight? You know, but it's not like a thing where like, oh, you got to do this and you got to talk to her friend and say A, B, and C to her friend, or else you're gonna destroy the situation.
I like it a lot.
Oh yeah, so when I took out her Instagram, when she took out her Instagram, it was like an erotic. It wasn't her, but let me just replay that again.
You know? Hey, Manali, what are you doing there? Hey, Manali's there, no? Oh, is that you? I like it a lot. Huh? I like that. You don't know?
So when she took out her phone and she opened her Instagram, there was like a girl in a G-string, like it was some Insta model, and I was like, it kind of looked like her actually. So I was like, oh, is that you? Shit, goddamn! Like it was like a super sexy Insta model or whatever, and yeah, that's why we were laughing about it. I was like, is that you? Is that you? Goddamn, it's hot, you know. But just joking, you know. I wasn't, but and she's like, no, it's not me, it's not me. And I was like, oh, too bad.
This Instagram. Instagram. Oh, got it. Yeah, got it. I like it. No? Thank you. Type session,
and then she said that's not her, and I said, please, you know, please do it, like as in please, you know, please take photos like that.
Nine? Yeah. Drinking? Yeah? Apologies, Miss Max-san. Let's see this. Mac. Ireland. Where are you from? Japanese. Yeah? Have you been to Ireland?
She said she's from Japan. She obviously is, but she was definitely mixed. I asked her, has she been to Ireland? She says she's not been. I said, do you want to go? And she said, yes. Do you want to go to Ireland? And she said, yes. And I was like, oh, let's go together. And and she's laughing. You know, it's like it's a light-hearted conversation. It's not serious. Like I'm comfortable. I'm making her comfortable. As I said, I'm holding her hand. or like we're standing really close, and it's like sexual tension's pretty high.
Mátame.
So I said matane, it means like see you again. And at that point, my hand is kind of, one hand is like, I was holding her hand, and then I kind of had my hand on her back, and she's wearing like a crop top, so it's like on her bare skin, and she's like standing comfortably close to me, like really close. She's like she's not trying to walk away. She's not trying to get away from me at all. Like she's like very comfortable, like standing really close to me, and she's not wearing a mask, which is hot. That's a good sign, you know, because most Japanese wear masks, and she was a bad bitch, man. She was really, really sexy. Really sexy. I love that style. I like that style a lot. That kind of 70s look. Like, oh, tasty. You know, like.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. How are you?
Thank you.
I like the style.
Thank you.
Let's go. How's it going?
No.
Huh?
So she let me. So I kissed her. On both cheeks, and she was fully leaned in, and my hand was like basically I was like not hugging her, but hugging her kind of with one hand, and I like kissed her both cheeks like slowly, and then I said like, "How about your lips?" And she was like, "No." So, but you know, that's like we're literally in the street, and there's a lot of people. There's people around, so you know, and her friends obviously watching, so.
Bye bye.
But yeah, I could tell. I could tell she wanted to kiss, but you know, it's like in public, and she like let me kiss her cheek. She went like this, and you know, it was like, yeah. But and my hand was like fully around her, and yeah. So that was just two, and this is like, you know, these are like IOIs directly from wearing a fucking t-shirt. Like, you know, I honestly, I swear to God, if I don't think these girls would have given me those IOIs if I had been wearing these t-shirts. I really believe that. I don't think it was just like fluke, because there was just I was even getting like, you know, a lot of just like kind of glances, even not like like very obvious IOIs, but like a lot of glances when I changed into this t-shirt. Like girls, you know, quite a lot of IOIs, to be honest, that I usually, you know, an unusual amount. It's definitely, it's not a coincidence. Definitely not. It makes sense. Yeah, so it's just kind of blew my mind a little bit. Even though I know these things, I know this shit. Like I tell guys to do things like this, and I because I know it works. Sometimes you have to see it to remind yourself how important these little things are. Just the little things make a big difference. And like I said, it almost annoyed me. It was almost annoying how little, like the little thing. These chicks will like, you know, but then again, it just, little things matter. Little things definitely matter. It definitely does, because, you know, even like, for example, even if a girl, like, even if you notice women, when a chick, like if she wears like, you know, she's wearing normal flat shoes, and then you know, she's wearing, and then she wears like a pair of stilettos. It's a small thing, but it can completely change a woman. Like a pair of high heels, it changes their posture. It changes the shape of their booty. You know, it can make a woman, like high heels can add at least 2 points, in my opinion. And studies have actually shown that high heels can add like multiple. It increases the attractiveness of women like a lot. They did it. I don't know. I can't cite this study, but I remember a while ago. I need to find it, but they did a study, and it was they placed a woman like standing in a busy spot. I can't remember, it was Paris or London or somewhere, and they just had her standing around. She's wearing normal flat shoes, and I think no one approached her. Almost like she's standing there for an hour or something, and like no one approached her. And then they put her in the same spot, same outfit, but she's wearing high heels. Only difference is that she's wearing high heels, and she just got the difference was vast. I think she got approached a lot, like a lot of times, and I like it's understandable because it's like it changes the posture, so and it just makes women sexier. So little things matter. It's important to remember that. Um, you know, so that's why you gotta always be, clued in. Care about your parents. Remind yourself of the things that matter, things that like make a difference. Like right now, it's like I realize I'm never gonna wear a like what's the point? Like I said, t-shirts are cheap. What's the point in wearing like worn out t-shirts and having what is the point when it makes such a big difference to it doesn't break the bank to wear well fitted not worn out t-shirts. Update your t-shirts, make sure they're well fitted. As I said, even when you're not, even ideally what you want in a t-shirt is that it hugs your bicep even when you're not flexing. So when I wear this t-shirt, it hugs my bicep even when I'm not flexing. Obviously I'm kind of flexing here, but it still hugs the bicep, and that's that's attractive to women. You got to accept that. You got to understand it. It's very attractive to women. They like it, and I'm not even that big, but you can tell that I work out, and a lot of guys put it to waste. Sometimes I see these guys and they're jacked as fuck, but they're not wearing the correct. Their fashion isn't on point. Their fashion isn't there. Like they might be just wearing some dumbass worn out t-shirt, and it's like, you can see the difference. You can see the difference. Like, look at that. Look at my arms, like skinny as fuck. You don't really know if I work out or not. It's an illusion kind of thing. It makes it, you can't even see it. Look at this. It looks all weak here. You can't really see any definition in the shoulder. I don't know. It just kind of blows my mind. It's just kind of like, look at that, like different. You can see that. You can even see the vein. It's tight around here. It's tight. You can see the shoulder. See the definition. Massive difference. And it was proven to me. Literally, it was like literally in my face. Like it was literally getting IOIs just from wearing a little bit of a different t-shirt. Fucking hell. Like I said, it like almost pissed me off. But it's good to remind yourself. No, your word says straight out of Saturday Night Fever, referring to the girl I was talking about, I presume. Yeah, she was a hottie. I like that 70s style. No, your word says it's best to approach your target, and if she has a friend, entertain her a bit. But the idea is to convey your value and confidence. Get the contact and leave a good impression on both. Can't disagree with that. Can't disagree with that. But yeah, since her friend left the conversation, or she kind of gestured to her friend and smiled, so there was no need for me to pursue anything with her. But yeah, you're right. If the girl stays, you can talk to both of them and be friendly to both of them or whatever. But it's not to overthink it. Just get the contact, make a good impression, and bounce out. Yeah. Rishi in the house, what's up? What's good? Eri Jorgo says, hey Mac, what's your opinion on all the pickup guys from RSD and pickup community? Most of them are off YouTube now or have completely stopped posting about pickup. I'll be straight up honest with you, man. I don't follow them. I don't know about them. I don't pay attention to what they do. Honestly, I'm kind of in my own little bubble outside. I don't really I never did. You know, I've been always honest about the only kind of, you know, I consume more red, you know, or P material. I didn't, you know, I didn't really consume pickup material. Honestly, I swear to God, I never did it. Like I always said, like I sort of what you know got me into doing, you know, pickup was actually just wanting to hook up with girls, and but you know, I started off consuming Rollo Tomasi's work, and that you know his stuff isn't about pickup, but it's a good foundation. Kind of opened my eyes to like female nature. Um, you know, Rollo Tomasi's work is actually, I would say, if you're gonna learn, you know, you want to get good at day game and with women in general, his work is it's almost like you need to read it because it's just a very good solid foundation. Even though it's not about pickup, it's you know, it's about, you know, the gender dynamics between men and women, and it's very valuable to have that. Yeah, but I basically learned my pickup from trial and error. Um, yeah, I'm not saying they might be good. I don't know. I just never really paid attention to them. You know, I can't comment on their material. That to be quite honest. Um, so yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Neuer says no mask equals green light, but yeah, even yeah, no mask, whatever. Yeah, it's good, but even girls that, you know, I still approach plenty of girls that wear masks. You know, and if there's a good, if I like their fashion, I like their vibe, and then I start talking to them and they're receptive, I'll ask them, "Oh, can I see your face?" You know, I'll ask them to remove the mask. Um, but in general, I can give a good assessment of whether she's bangable or not. You know, it's you know, you can usually tell from you know, the mask isn't usually going to be a make or break. Um, mm, No, where it says, yeah, I have the same look and I get IOIs with well-fit shirts. Yeah, of course you do. Like it's just it's good to remind yourself of it. John M says, get your size right before you drop money on clothes that don't fit at all. Yeah, too many guys wear poorly fitted clothes. Like I've done it for the longest time, but you know, it's really important to wear well fitted clothes. You got to do it. Has to be done. Women like to see the definition. So if you're just like, we like to see their definition, like, you know, it's like, it's always kind of, you know, when you can't see a woman's shape, it's kind of like disappointing. It's like you don't know what she looks like. You know, if they're wearing something that's like frumpy or baggy, I guess it's the same thing, to be honest. Like it's almost the same thing. Like when we look at a woman and she's wearing something that you can't tell. Sometimes women wear something you don't know if she's chubby or fat because it's so frumpy. They're wearing this frumpy shit like a fucking quilt or something, or curtains. You can't see any kind of definition. And it's just like kind of a negative. It's like there's no, like, you don't know what to think of them. It's like you can't really see anything. You know, it's just very conservative. But women want to see a man's, you know, they want to see the muscles. They want to see the muscles, definitely. So I guess today, you know, from today's episode, you know, pay attention to your fashion because it makes a huge difference. You know, it makes a huge difference. You know, you could be doing everything right. You could have solid game, really good game, and your fitness could be on point, but there might be a few things off with your fashion. You might want to like reconsider or you know, or just have a look at or pay attention to more or put in a little bit more of an effort, you know, like get your hair cut once a month, you know, groom well, all these basic shit that you guys kind of forget that makes such a big difference. Like it really does. Like it's all about increasing the probability. You need to like, just like the thing about game and cold approach, it does work, but the small things can make a huge difference. And I really reminded myself of that last night, a lot. But I think you guys get it. On another kind of topic, let me share something. Let me share something. All right. So, yeah, I saw this. I saw some like feminist post this, and it's funny. It says, daily reminder: love yourself as much as you love toxic men with good dick. And it kind of reminded me of like how can guys still be blue pill in this day and age? Like I don't get it. How can, if you're using like social media at all in any way, how can you still be blue pill? How can you still go by the Disney narrative when women are constantly telling us what they really like? And I don't even think women realize they're doing it, because when you say this back to a woman, she'll get butthurt and offended and start denying it and saying, no, but I just want a nice guy. We're all the nice guys. And in the previous sentence, she literally said, well, basically this sentence means they love toxic men with good dick. Like, and by their definition, toxic means masculine, alpha, like Chad, like a fucking guy that just fucking fucks them, doesn't give a fuck. That's what they mean by toxic, right? And women love these kind of guys. You know what I mean? Like this is the reality. And there's like, this post had like, you can go through the comments. There's like thousands of like, oh my God, yes, oh my God, girl, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh, it is so true. Oh my God. And then they're tagging each other and you're like, oh bitch, oh my God, I can't believe you tagged me. Oh, it's so true though. Oh my God. Let me see. I don't know, maybe you can even see them. Yeah, here's a comment from some chick. If only I could like this more than once, 157 likes. All chicks. I mean, there's, you know what I mean? This is the reality. This is reality. Nice guys don't get laid. It's so true, bitch. Oh my God, yes, yes. Like fucking hell. How can you be blue pill? Liked by 331,577 others. Literally, guys. Seriously. It's over. Like it's like social media is telling. We know the truth. Everyone in this chat knows the truth. But I mean, there's just so many guys so many idiots out there. Like the vast majority of men. I don't know. I don't feel sympathy for them anymore. It's hard to like, because there's such. How can you be such a dumbass? How can you be such a fucking dumbass in this day and age to still go by the blue pill narrative? The Disney narrative, being a nice guy, being a white knight, being a little bitch. It's going to get you, like, make you attractive to women. Mental stuff altogether. But yeah, it just it is what it is. I mean, yeah, as I said, by toxic they mean masculine, alpha, because women are sick and disgusted of these like twerps, like these weakling men. Like, I got the vaccine, gonna take a photo. Oh my God, gonna post it. These weakling men. The only pandemic is a pandemic of weaklings and twerps and white knights and cocks and just soft, fatty guys, like just totally weak. Just be the opposite of those guys. Be toxic. That's another lesson you can take away from this episode. Be more toxic. Be harder. Be rougher. Like, never apologize for it either. You know, never apologize to these fuckers, these fucking wankers, absolute fucking wankers. Here's another thing I'll share, and I'll probably be the last thing I share. Let me get it. Okay, so. Anthony Fauci. See this bitch right here? This is the type of bitch that will post something like that. This is the type of bitch that would say, "Oh, you're so nice. You're so lovely." What's her name again? Ariana Grande. Yeah, she's the type of bitch that would post something like, "Love yourself as much as you love toxic men with good dick." And meanwhile, in the next sentence, say, "I just want a nice guy. We're all the nice guys. Oh, my heart is broken." You know, and then this little fat, who is this prick beside her? But yes, like, yeah, don't be like this guy. Hug your family. Feeling so really. He just sums up weakness. Just look at a fat face on him, like fat and weak face, like just pathetic. Yeah, it's just garbage. But yeah, just don't be fat, don't be lazy, don't be weak, don't apologize for being masculine. Yeah, just chat the fuck out. Kevin Tapia says, "What is this?" It's some propaganda to encourage people to get the jab, getting the jab, you know, the vaccine or whatever. Garbage. Matt W says, "Mr. Fauci, give me the vaccine." Yeah, just don't be like those guys. Like, be the opposite of those guys. But yeah, so hopefully this episode was informative, because you know, it last night kind of opened my eyes. You know, little things matter. Pay attention to your fashion. Wear clothes that suit you, that fit well. You know, experiment. You know, try and look your best. Try and look decent. It doesn't cost much money to look good. You don't need to be wearing Gucci. You don't need to be wearing Louis Vuitton. You don't need to, like, you know, like I said, that T-shirt costs like $12. Like, buy 10 of them. I mean, it's just find a solid look, man. Just find clothes that look good. It's not expensive in this day and age. Matt W says, "I'm below 15% body fat, and I wouldn't associate myself 1 year ago at 22%, let alone that fat face dancing monkey there." Yeah. I mean, it's always good to you know, you look back on your past and with some level of embarrassment, and that tells you that you're improving, for sure. You always want to be moving forward. But yeah, Matt W says, "H&M and Forever 21 have great, cheap, fast fashion." Isn't Forever 21 for chicks? I don't know. Maybe it's different. I don't know. I've never bought anything in Forever 21, but H&M is pretty good. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna cut it there, guys. Again, as usual, like, comment, subscribe. You know, check out the links in the description if you want to, like, hear more you know, infields, day game approaches, all kinds of good content that I can't really share on YouTube. You know, not only consider, but no, just go ahead and sign up to my premium content. is definitely going to provide a lot of value, insight into day game. You know, out here doing it real time. It's not like I don't delve into the archives and share stuff. I'm like doing it like on a daily basis. So if you want to hear it, check it out. But yeah, guys, have a good one. I will be back on Monday night, 9 p.m. Central Time. So have a good weekend, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.